What's up, guys? Chris back again. Today we're talking about The Thing from Another World from 1951, directed by Christian Nyby. Nibby. Sounds good. We'll leave it at Nibby. So, let's talk about it, guys. Thing from Another World is what inspired John Carpenter's The Thing. Two vastly different films based on the same principle. Now, I love The Thing from Another World. I give it 4.5 out of 5 stars all day, every day, because for the time that it came out, it was epic science fiction. Okay, so we get, it's the same premise as The Thing. Polar exploration site, something like that. We get, these working men, scientists, researchers, all that kind of stuff, pilots, soldiers, and they discover this creature in a block of ice. They bring it back to their research facility. Ice melts, creature gets out, and the creature, guys, is played by James Arness. Okay, and for those who aren't familiar with James Arness, he played Marshal Matthew Dillon in Gunsmoke, and he was in a few other films, but he was always he was like 6'6", 280. He was a big old dude, and so him playing the monster in this was actually pretty fitting at the time because he was young and he was, big and imposing. And so I really liked him as the monster. I mean, he didn't have any lines or any dialogue or anything, but his body language, he conveyed terror, he conveyed hostility and menace, and I loved it. I thought it was great. Uh, I think the set designs, everything from the research station and everything to the creature itself, everything looked fantastic. I loved the way that I love the writing in the film, the way that the dialogue was presented by the actors. The acting itself was phenomenal. I like to revisit this film every few years because I'm a huge fan of John Carpenter's The Thing. One of my favorite horror movies ever, top 10 for sure. Maybe even top 5. I haven't done a ranking in a while, but um, just to see this and to see what inspired John Carpenter, because let's face it, John Carpenter's movie's a little more graphic than this one as far as the monstrosities pervade on screen kind of thing. And just to think that when Carpenter was a young lad, he saw this film, the original, and he said, "You know what? I can do it better," and he does. I mean, in the 80s, he brings The Thing from Another World back to life with The Thing, and just The Thing is considered one of the greatest horror films of all time in a lot of circles. So, just to see that reimagining then is really cool, especially because this movie it's not overly graphic. It's not offensive. There's no like decapitations or dismemberments or anything. It's pretty tame. The only terrifying thing is the monster itself. And I think that that's kind of what John Carpenter does in his film. He captures the horror of the creature itself, and I'm guessing that when he was a young man, that's probably the thing that got to him in this movie was the horror of the creature itself and the atmosphere of being, alone and this desolate, frozen wasteland with, you don't know who or what to trust kind of thing. Even though the trust and the who's a human and who's not was introduced in John Carpenter's film, I can just imagine his wheels turning while watching this, thinking, well, if you put this spin on there, that would create an extra level of anxiety or uneasiness, So I just really, like I said, I love revisiting this from time to time just to kind of refresh myself on it and then to also watch it or try to watch it maybe from John Carpenter's perspective. Like, okay, well, maybe he saw this in the film and he thought, you know what, I can do that better or I can improve on that or, I can add my flair to it. And again, I love that. So this movie is definitely one you guys should check out at some point. If you've only seen John Carpenter's The Thing and you haven't seen this one, it would be you'd be doing yourself a favor to watch this one and see where that inspiration and stuff came from. You know what I mean? So definitely check out the thing from another world. Like I said earlier, I give it 4.5 out of 5 stars all day, every day, because it's just a great piece of 50 science fiction. And I'm pretty sure it's streaming on Tubi. If you guys want to go over there and check it out, I watched it on Blu-ray because I own it. But yeah, it's streaming on Tubi. If you want to go over there and check it out, um, if you want to get connected with more Cinema Dolce 56 content, as always, like and subscribe and ring the bell for notifications. Swing over to Facebook, guys, and join up on the Cinema Dolce Facebook group. Excuse me, I have the hiccups. And you know, go over to TikTok and look me up on there too, guys. Cinema Dolce. As always, I'm gonna keep making them. As long as you keep watching them, guys. I love y'all. God bless. Enjoy the movie. Talk to you later.